We almost have it. We almost have it.
Objectively, the best Call of Duty zombie is Master and Tony.
Oh my god. Don't stop.
Pure hate has come out of my mouth while I've played this map.
Man, we're about to get fucking Dr. Monty again.
In the
terms of things.
episode.
Hi guys, welcome back to round 17 of Round Base Radio. Today we're going to have a whole open discussion about Black Ops 1 Zombies. It's probably going to be one of the more open formatted, but decisive ones. Like, we all have set opinions about Black Ops 1. It's been out for forever. No one's really going to be him-hawing on what the hell they like or don't like. You know, you already decided. Leading that off, I'm going to ask you boys, let's start off with Dalton. What was your favorite map from Black Ops 1 and why?
Before we go any further, we need to knock out the
Oh.
community questions today. Yeah.
Damn, I pulled it up and still fucking forgot. Thank you.
See, this is I got you. I forgot
Sure.
them too. It's okay. We all forget them.
I'm
I'm
this one's
currently
gonna
now.
be from.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna let everybody know, if you guys notice that like I'm very monotone and like low energy, I'm just not feeling good today. But that's why I let Drew Dalton take most of the reign today. But I am here, and I'm alive.
It'll be way better anyway.
Thanks.
We got this. Oh yeah, you're always. I'll do your job. All right. Question numero uno from Misfit Saga, which I think y'all said was Damon Carter, correct?
Yep. Carver.
Word.
Thanks. Yeah.
I mean, I can't read it anymore. It just says
I know you
Misfit
can't read
Saga. Do you guys think Zombies is still in a state where we are delegated to being the forgotten mode between the three main modes? Tell you what, I'll hold steady and give this one to Dalton first.
I mean, I feel like we've always been on like the back burner kind of thing. I've always feel like Zombies is a third mode, and especially like with how much they're trying to push Warzone, I feel we're still a third mode, 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
Or even. Yeah.
I don't disagree with you on that one. I feel like, especially with Warzone, I feel like any third mode into a Call of Duty can be easily forgotten. And I think after Black Ops 4, I think they're, obviously it's kind of, in my personal opinion, has gone down. Because Black Ops 4 was not necessarily a flop, it just wasn't well received. After the insanely, success story of Black Ops 3 Zombies, where there were leaks and rumors of possibly it getting its own game. And I feel like since then it's definitely gotten put on the back burner. I feel like you can see that with like LTMs, like limited time modes and stuff like that for Zombies and BO6 and stuff like that. But I feel like at the same time, you could probably say that's the reason for Black Ops 6 because of all the attention Black Ops 7's getting in terms of development. But we'll have to see when Black Ops 7 comes out in a month. So, yeah. What about you, Drew?
I think that was a stupid fucking question. Because we've said it a million times. They only care about shit that gets them money. And there's really not a lot of ways they can monetize Zombies without DLCs, you know? Like,
Mhm.
not a lot of people are buying that many Gobblegums, bro. If I get like 3, that's it. That's all I need.
Mhm.
Like, I don't really. They're not getting money out of that, bro. Not a lot of people buying the skins, I imagine, either, because the best ones are coming out of the fucking Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying like just strictly the community itself, like the Zombies community itself?
Well, the people that are spending money in Call of Duty aren't spending it on Zombies, so all of their focus, like
Oh yeah,
corporate
100%.
wise, then yeah, they're gonna put all their focus on the other game modes. We're always gonna be the third one. We were number one in like Black Ops 3 when they did Revelations or whatever, Chronicles.
Chronicles, yeah.
And that's when we were at the top, bro. They were giving a fuck from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3. That was like they dumped actual time and thought into everything. Now it's just like, oh, if we throw a bunch of like little side things at them, it's like those niggas that do like, or my bad, bleep that out. It's
I'm not bleeping it out.
it's the motherfuckers that be doing the TikToks that are like they're talking at the top and then the Subway Surfers below them. They just if we throw enough shit at them, they'll like it. Like back then, it was a lot of focus and shit. You know what I mean? So like, of course we're the third. Like they don't give that much care and attention to shit anymore. If you can feel it.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, even I feel like with how much in Black Ops 7 they're changing multiplayer. Now, granted, they have changed a few things for zombies, but not a lot. But they changed so much for the multiplayer community, like the whole no more skill based matchmaking. They have open matchmaking now. No disbanding lobbies. Which I'm happy for because as somebody who grew up playing multiplayer with you, Drew, and Dalton, I don't like SBMM. I like open matchmaking. I like staying in lobbies and having fun and stuff like that. So I'm happy for multiplayer side of things that they're getting all these good changes. But like, can zombies not get a HUD? Like its own special HUD then? Like why can't we do that? Or like why can't we rework the armor system and not make it so Warzone-y? Make it unique to zombies. I mean, they're going in the right direction, but it's not perfect. They're making those small changes that I think are important. The aesthetic and maybe the story, depending on how it goes, and with adding like survival maps and all that stuff and curse mode. But um, yeah, I know. I think that we definitely don't get as much attention. We have in some points in times. Don't get me wrong. Like Black Ops 4, we definitely got a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 3, lot of attention. Well, Black Ops 4 was like at the beginning, and it kind of fell off. But since then, I don't think it's been really. I mean, Vanguard is a clear example of like let's just put it in the game, and just that way people can be happy and people hated it. You know what I mean? So
I feel you, brother. Those are all valid points. You kind of let off into it, so we'll just go ahead with the second question. Same person. That's our main man, Mr. Sci Guy. You know him, Damon. It's do you guys think BO7 is the last chance for zombies? We'll start out with you, Draven. You already pretty much half answered it, so if you just want to finish out.
is it the last chance for zombies? No. I don't think there is ever a last chance for anything in a game, maybe. Because I feel like you can always bring it back if you do it right. Like I feel like me and Dalton talked about this before. I don't know if we talked about it in a podcast or if we talked about it like I know we definitely talked about it like in person, just chatting, but like should zombies probably take a break after BO7? Yes. I think it definitely needs a break. I think getting it in every single Treyarch game is great, but like I think maybe they need to take a step back and go to the drawing board and like not rush to put something out maybe or like really start to evaluate and think about like how the older zombies experiences were so successful and how they could probably bring back like a Chronicles 2 in a way or something equivalent to that where like it really boosted like the community and like really brought their popularity to the mode again or even more popularity to it. um so yeah, I think is it the last chance? No, but in terms of the expectations at launch are very high, obviously, from what we've seen. And I just know they cannot fumble the fucking bag because if they fumble the bag, it's gonna be a long year of Black Ops 7.
Daltina?
Bless you.
Oh, sorry, I'm sneezing over here.
Bless you. I thought you were coughing.
I don't think BO7 will be like a last straw kind of for zombies per se, but I feel like it's gonna hit that borderline of them taking a step back and having to adjust a few things, whether it be that break or I would say mostly a break. I don't think they'll ever like cut off zombies. I think we have like too strong of a community to break it off kind of thing, but it's always gonna be that like kind of third mode unless they just start kicking ass and taking names.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can feel that. I definitely agree with y'all that this isn't going to be the last zombies. Just, if nothing else, it has so much pull factor. Like, even if it only pulls you, I don't know how many people play Call of Duty nowadays, but let's say 1 million motherfuckers are playing. It might pull you like 150,000 of those. That's still 15% of your player base, Like, they'll always have it. People are always going to
Yeah.
play it.
Yep.
I don't think they'll throw us a Chronicles 2 though, because like if you give me a knock's like getting a burger from a place you've never been to before. If you can't give me a good knock, I'm just done with you. I'm not gonna play any more of your shit. Like if you can't give me a good Kino or Horizon, like if you fuck any of those simple maps, like you're out. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they take the chance.
I got you.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
definitely not our last zombies. Even if they fuck it. I mean, you got to think of how many they've done shit the bed in.
Because they've had tons of like bad multiplayers and campaigns, and they still do it. I mean, it's especially for Treyarch, it's like a core, it's like a staple now. Like if there's no zombies in a Treyarch game, people are gonna probably like rave,
Yeah.
even if it's bad.
Yeah, they could throw a curveball and hit us like another extinction. Hit me with an extinction 2 or something.
Me and Dalton
Yeah, like
talked
so.
about that.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like throw in an experimental mode, a different mode, or build off an old mode that we've had, and give us a break, and then let Treyarch kind of friggin' cook up some shit, and then boom, we get a full fledged. At least the first 2, 3 maps are like so solid. You know what I mean? So give them more
Off the
time
dome,
and.
keeping that shit like a first person shooter ass core thing. Give me like a Ghostbusters mode. Give me one that's like us hunting down some ghoulies.
I'd be down
You're
with that.
just in the mansion
I
of
don't know.
buried.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
bro.
yeah. I don't know what all would go into that, but like a concept like that, I'd be down with. You know what I mean? Maybe having
No,
to like
just
upgrade shit
different.
and yeah,
Catching ghosts, and the harder the ghost, the better the rarity of it. You can upgrade some shit. Give me something like you can change it up a little bit. It doesn't necessarily have to be map to map either. It can make me a little like side story,
yeah.
a little open world. Do something because obviously zombies are starting to like. If they've had the same people on it for the past couple of years, you can't really tell. And if they are there, they're obviously fucking bored of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll peel off that before we start trying to drop kick whoever the hell runs COD Zombies nowadays. Uh, Third question. This one's coming from a different person this time. It's going to be from Crimson Games. He asked, "What game had your favorite crew dialogue?" That being any crew.
Drew, why don't you start us off?
Dalton. Oh shit, we're going to me this time. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we didn't don't win first.
I mean, easy money. Mine's Black Ops 2, and it's the Victus crew. I fucking love Russman. I love Stuhlinger and Richtofen. I love Marlton and Misty. Like all of that dynamics, hilarious the entire time.
I think that crew definitely is semi underrated in terms of stuff like quotes and dialogue, because I feel like I went back and watched a lot of the Victus crew ones, and I've heard ones that like I don't remember hearing, and I'm like, dude, this is actually hilarious. Like back when it was funny to hear certain people say certain things that you didn't think they'd say, or whatever, and I like that.
Yeah, there's somebody that you don't really think about too often, but like I always harp on like hating Ted and shit. But like the actual Victus crew, I love Russman especially. I think I've said that a number of times. He's got some of my favorite quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dalton.
I would probably have to say the IW crew, just because I think it just fits the game. It's more like my style. But if I had to go Treyarch, then it has to be the Primus crew.
Okay, I
I probably
mean,
asked, but is the IW crew just the IW crew, by the way?
Yeah,
yeah, they
Okay.
don't
I
really
don't
have
think
like
they.
a.
Yeah, they don't have like a name.
They're not called like the film crew or something, like having a little twist on it.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
You
I
should
mean,
start something.
most crews don't like. I know. I mean, the only people that really have crew names I can remember are just. I mean, you can call like the Chaos Crew the Chaos Crew, but that's just the name of the story. It's the Chaos Story, so they call them the Chaos Crew.
You
Black
got
Ops
the
One,
prisoners or the damned,
the
which is fucking
mobsters, the mobsters.
yeah,
Hey, yeah.
uh, Victus Ultimus Primus. The explorers, which would be Brock and Gary, if you count them.
I don't count them as a crew, but I count them as characters, side
They were part of the
characters.
team, Draven. They were part of the team.
No, they were not. We fucked them over.
Dude, we sacrificed them a lot.
Yeah, they died a lot.
We
That's
could have just been
okay.
like, watch out for that spike trap. Instead, we were like, let's try to deactivate it in a really weird way.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. Uh, Yeah,
I would
Draven, where are
I
you
would
sitting
have
at?
to
Yeah.
going on the topic of Black Ops 1 today. I mean, I'd have to say the Ultimates crew. I think they have the funniest, most out of pocket uh dialogue, and especially kind of like hearing Richtofen talk and like trying to be all bullshitty and like secretive about what he's doing. You know what I mean? Or hearing drunk Nikolai s- make funny dumb jokes, or Dempsey just screaming the whole time, breaking the fourth wall. Like I think they definitely have the best dialogue out of every crew out there. Most memorable, most nostalgic, like comedic. You know what I mean? And yeah, Ultimate crew is mine.
Yeah, all solid picks. I don't really know much about the IW crew, but a little bit I have seen. It looks like a funny ass game, so I think those are all solid picks.
Well, it's good. It's good with the IW because like like the characters themselves are the same. They're just playing different roles in each map. So the dialogue, so like their personality changes, which I think is a great thing that they did. So like every map feels a little different. You know, like Poindexter goes from being a nerd in the first map to being like a fucking rave party guy in the second map. You know what I mean? It's just that like that change. Andre went
And
from like a
then,
rapper to like being a grunge drum player. Like
yep, I was also gonna say fucking like Poindexter in the third map is he's like a punk, I guess, like a in Challenge
punk
Shuffle.
rock, yeah.
He's not like, I wouldn't say like punk rock, but like a almost like a greaser, like had the switchblade kind of guy. He's like, yeah,
Delinquent little ass.
keep on walking here.
Shit. I definitely got to give that game
Yeah.
a try. I couldn't find it on the PlayStation Store on the PS5 one day. I had to relook.
Can't you gotta get a disc.
Oh, what the fuck? I saw there were other games on there. I think there was Advanced Warfare on here. Why the fuck do I have to get a disc for Infinite?
I don't know. I got a disc for Infinite.
Yeah, same
That's
here.
all I play.
I might look at the local GameStop next time I go by the Chinese place at the mall.
There you go.
Um, but yeah, we'll slide back around, go back to off the community questions, some of our own little specialty cooks. We'll start out simple, just the little basics, get a little feel for how everybody felt about Black Ops 1 and the topic at hand. We're gonna start out with Dalton, so we'll just hold steady on that. Dalton, what's your favorite Black Ops 1 map and why?
Oh man. I would probably have to say Moon. Just because it's like a nostalgia thing for me. It was the one and only DLC that I had for BO1 growing up. It was always like super hard. Like you've probably heard the story before. I remember the first time I played Moon, I got teleported to the moon and I didn't know you were supposed to grab like a fucking PS or whatever. And I fucking died. Died like the first 3 times played Moon, couldn't figure it out. So I would say I mostly started playing it a lot again whenever it came back to Zombie Chronicles, and it was super, super good. So I would just have to say BO1. Still haven't played like BO1 Call of the Dead. Call of Dead's like pretty fun. Wasn't a big fan of Shang. And then Ascension is pretty good, but I would categorize it more in like a chill, casual map than like a map that makes uh like greatest of the game kind of thing.
Pretty good rundown. All right. A little short synopsis of your feelings on every map. All right. You just giving it to Moon. I can feel it. Moon isn't a bad pick. To be fair, I don't think there are any bad picks within Black Ops 1.
There is
Draven?
one. There is one
Oh,
bad pick.
okay. Okay.
Um,
We'll go to
it
worst picks next.
yeah. It's gonna be like typical, and it's gonna be basic, but like you can never go wrong with
Gonna
playing
be
this map.
fucking Kino.
It's gonna be Kino fucking Toten. Kino to me is like Knock to you. Like I love Kino as a classic, like just survival map. Like you don't have much to do, like that's fine. You're just surviving. Hit the meteorites. You know, hit the 115 rocks. Play some 115. Run the stage with either an MP40 Afterburner or the Skull Crusher M16. Like Like those things you just can't miss, and it's just so nostalgic, and the aesthetic is good. Like even with it taking place during the day, it still has a dark, creepy aesthetic. That is
Mhm.
missing in up until Black Ops 7, obviously. Um, and you just can't go around. Despite the crawler, I can't stand the fucking overcrawlers. But like simple turn on power, link some teleporters, go pack a punch. Right? I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Moon would definitely be a close second for me if it wasn't for the Easter egg being so RNG. But I think Moon as a map and as a whole is cool. It's definitely unique and different. I like what they did with it, but it's definitely like a second. It's definitely second place for me. Um, it's close. That's why I bring it up because it's close to Kino. Honestly, if it
Yeah.
had no RNG, I think it'd probably go above Kino.
Alrighty. Well, that's good. That's Kino with a close second on Moon. Moon seems to be a good favorite in Black Ops 1.
I mean, can you
Uh,
can you can you blame people?
no, no, not at all,
Yeah,
honestly. I think Moon's great. I fucking hate certain aspects of it, like to the deepest core of my soul. But on like an overall basis, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
blowing out a window makes me want to fucking take out my frustration on like the closest wall, but about it. Um, best Black Ops 1 map, I think, goes to Shang, though. Shangri-La. I love Shangri-La. It's got my favorite lore Easter egg, like a story to it. Uh, it's got a bunch of cool shit in it. You got the baby gun. I think it's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, wonder weapon. Definitely one of the most underrated. Spike Moors, which I just think are a funny thing. It's just a fucking claymore. They just had to make it a little different, just for some story shit.
yeah.
Uh, the map is awesome. Like visually, it's fucking dope. And then you get to immediately off spawn. I shoot a monkey, piss him off, and then every time I get a power up, I know to be on the lookout because I'm gonna get another fight on my hands. I love that idea. Or convincing somebody that's never played it to shoot it. That's also hilarious. Oh, damn! I'm surprised nobody gave it to Shang.
Shang, it's just
Hell no.
Well,
I mean,
damn.
I like Shang for the aesthetic, but like it is just a difficult like map. And I don't want to say that's why I don't like it, but like, you know, napalm, screechers, whatever you want to call them, right? Fucking
Fucking love them.
it's a cool map that I definitely don't play a lot, but I definitely should more of, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I just feel like Black Ops 1's got great maps. So that's not to say that like same thing with Black Ops 3. Like I always say, like I think Zetsubo gets a lot of hate just because every other map in that game was great. Doesn't mean that map's bad. It just means that map was good. You know what I mean? Same thing with like you would say like Ascension and Shangri-La. You know what I mean? Like they're not bad maps, but you got to compete against the other one or other two or three, whatever.
Fuck with that. All right, well, sliding to the opposite side of the spectrum on that shit. What are the least favorite maps? Starting with Draven. You sounded like you had one earlier that that was like an immediate pop out to you.
5. I don't need to
Ooh.
explain any further. It's a cool map. I love the intro cinematic. One of the most iconic intro cinematics to a zombies experience. You get to play the map the minute after you beat the campaign, and you're just kind of like, oh, this is so cool. It's kind of like one of those cool maps that you just kind of like threw a campaign level out of, you know what I mean, and just threw some zombies aspect into it. Pentagon Thief is cool, aggravating though, but like it's one of those maps that like me and you played. We were like, dude, fuck this map. Like, fuck this shit. Like, this is we're not playing this. It is difficult, but it's a cool map though. I like the concept of it. I like where it fits in the story. I like how they kind of tied it in, where it's like takes place at the same time as Ascension. You know what I mean? You can see that through like the phone calls. You know what I mean? Around the map, the red phones around the map. I think that's cool or whatever. But it's just that's the last one I'm playing. That's the best way I could say is like if you gave me a choice to play one map each, that map is getting played last.
What, Shang?
No, 5.
Damn. You
Oh.
hating ass motherfucker.
He said Jay. He's ready.
Oh yeah, nah, my shit's Shang. All day long.
Hating ass.
Fucking hate that map, dude. The only thing that's good about that map is the damn gun and Brock and Gary lore.
Those are two amazing things right there, bro. So that's carried the map pretty hard,
Ain't
honestly.
amazing enough. Nope, ain't amazing enough for me. Hell no. Mm-mm.
That's more than what fucking Kino has. Kino just has the gun.
Kino cool.
Kino
Kino
cool.
cool.
Kino
No more
cool.
explanation needed, motherfucker.
That's all you need.
Damn, that's strong opinions over here.
Kino is so good that they wanted to make you wait a whole nother game cycle before you could play that game. That was supposed to be DLC 4. They were like, nah, fuck that. This shit's so good. It's gonna be the opener to BO1.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, if we're going like pro for pro, it's you got more ticks over there.
Hey, we can go band for band, brother. Or we can go M for M.
Pretty sure Shang holds that one. Hey, man.
Shang ain't winning shit besides shit award.
Nah,
Wow,
bro, it holds its own. It don't have no overcrawlers either, which is amazing.
That is true. But again, napalms and screamers.
Dog, napalms ain't bad. Screechers
not
make you
that
scream a
bad,
little
actually,
shaky.
yeah.
I don't really like that, but
I mean-
napalms are they're a benefit more often than not, unless you're me and you like to kick them.
Yeah, because I mean, all you have to really do is just bait them. I mean, you can bait them into
Yeah, you
blowing
can.
up and then just like run away. But like, I don't know, maps just it's just so tight and like, close quarters, you know, that like you can come across that motherfucker, you're fucked.
A lot of my favorite maps are like that. I don't mind something being
But
difficult.
but that was like Black Ops 1 though.
Varrook's difficult, but it's awesome as fuck.
It is.
Like, I love the
Yeah, I was gonna
difficulty.
say. I mean that's a lot of Black Ops 1 maps. Is every map kind of felt like I saw this in a podcast. I forgot which one, but like or somebody was talking about it. It felt like the map itself was against you. Like nothing was in your favor, and I like that about zombie maps. Like where like Moon was against you. Like Moon was 100% not on your side. Now with the RNG, now with the excavators, you know, the fucking spaceman, Nova crawlers that teleport, you know what I mean? Like, it was definitely not on your side. And that's the same with like Shangri-La, you know, or you can maybe even say Call of the Dead because of the ice, water, and George Romero, Ascension. You can say the monkeys, right? They're against you. I mean, that's really about it. Kino's not really against you. Five's against you with the tight quarters and the Pentagon Thief that is going to, no matter what, take your weapon from you unless you're 100% prepared. So, yeah.
Oh man, I can feel you. I mean, speaking of shit being against you and making you hate shit, my least favorite map is Ascension.
Really?
I don't think it's as fun. I think if I can lose my fucking perks just because I forgot to set a bunch of fucking claymores over there, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Especially if that takes my quick revive. I'm gonna be one shit motherfucker.
Because even if he plays
don't really
Claymores,
like
I don't
it.
think it's going to get all the monkeys. That's the
I mean,
thing.
it can. Depends on how many you stack.
Yeah. But
Because you can just keep buying claymores on Ascension, I'm pretty sure. It's one of the few maps where you just have a claymore purchase. I think every time you get a claymore, actually, it has to be a wall purchase. I don't think you can ever get it out of the box. I'm a liar. But you can like stack them, and people usually just stack a fuck ton of them over in like the PhD corner up by the main platform, and then they run around and like place them before the mug. Like I don't want to do all this shit, dude. I hate doing all the stupid setup, and then still sometimes fucking losing.
Yeah, it's definitely, again, like very unforgiving. Very much against you. We don't have maps that are like against you anymore. Transit. I know we're talking about Black Ops 1, but transit is the definition of like we don't want you to play like we don't like you.
Disagree. It's Die Rise.
Die Rise 2. Those first two maps. You got the fog, got the fire, got the denizens, right? You got the bus. Like nothing was really on your side. Bus would leave your ass without you even asking or thinking.
Yeah, I think you Ascension. It's gonna be something else for me later on, but like honorable mention definitely goes to fucking Dead Ops Arcade. Like, I think that was shit.
I don't
Never
think
liked
Dead
it.
Ops is bad.
I never liked it. I
That
think
was unique and cool for what it was. I like that they're bringing it back. I like they bring it back every other Black Ops game. I think that's cool. I think it's unique. I think it's different. I know we don't have the best memories because I remember like we had like what 4 of us one day trying to do that when we were kids, trying to see how
Mhm.
far we got, and like it was difficult. It's difficult. But I like the arcadey, the feel of it, and how unique and different it is, and stuff like that.
It's something I would play like twice, maybe upwards of like 5 times before I'd be complete. Like I've never touched it since. Even when I was playing Black Ops in our living room again, like a year or two ago, never played it. Never went back and tried it.
I think I played it on Black Ops 1 recently on stream, or Black Ops 1 or 3. I forget which one I did, but like, yeah, I played it. I was like, I forgot how entertaining this is. It's just aesthetically pleasing and all that, you know. Um,
Alright. Well, kind of moving off to a little bit of a different thing. Let's go. What's your favorite weapon? There's not gonna be a least favorite for this because I don't think there's really least favorite weapons unless you wanted to be like ballistic knives or CZs, something just eh. What's your favorite weapon from Black Ops One? It doesn't have to be strictly from Black Ops One, but one that you could get there.
Don, you can go if you want.
I mean, it's pretty generic, but
Hmm.
I'd have to say the Galil. I think it's the best sounding gun,
Mm.
if not top 5, top 3 sounding gun in COD. Period.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Yeah, it's a solid pick. The reload sounds clean as hell. I remember the
Mm-hmm.
reload for most weapons. That shit was nice.
The lamentation.
The lamentation. See, I don't remember the pack punch names.
I do. I remember that one.
That
There's a
shit was
few
nice.
that just stick with you. Um, I don't. So, do you have like are we specifying like just guns or one weapons as well?
I mean, it could be a winter weapon, but favorite gun. What's something you'd like pull out of the box and be like, "Fuck yeah"? Dalton, does that change your answer by any chance?
No, still gonna be the Galil.
Um, probably the HK.
Mm.
I think the HK. I mean, I would say Galil as well, but I don't want to say the same answer as Dalton. I think there's a lot of cool weapons in Black Ops 1. I feel like Black Ops 1 had a lot of like a good weapon pool, but like I feel like they all just felt the same because they all ran out of ammo fast. You know what I mean? In that game, like that game just ran out of ammo quickly. But HK, I like the HK. HK was nice, and you can't go wrong with the MP40. RPK. Honestly, I'd say the RPK or the HK. One of those two were fun to get. That's where I'm kind of like
Yeah.
leaning towards.
Yeah, boys. I ain't even gonna knock that. I fuck with both those answers. They're solid. I'm gonna say you're wrong though. I'm gonna say you're both wrong. And
Here we
the
go.
easy answer, and you get the M16. M16, you get a noob tube when you pack a punch it. That's all I need. Dude, that
Yeah,
shit's so much fun up until like round 20.
I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. That's why I use on keto. The Skull Crusher.
Oh, there you
And
go.
yeah, oh yeah, you use it. I like it. I like it a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like it's hard because I feel like there's a lot of good weapon pools, and like the SMGs kind of sucked in that game. Besides like the MP40 and like maybe the AK because I just like the name of the AK when you pack punched it.
Don't get ahead of us, or you can lead us off, I guess. I was gonna say our next thing would be, what do you think is the most underrated Black Ops 1 weapon?
Oh shit. Then yeah, I would. See, but underrated though. I wouldn't say that is the AK-74U.
What do you think is something that doesn't get picked up as much as it should? How about that? If it comes across in the box, people don't pick it up as often as they should.
It's tough. I don't know. Um, Honestly, maybe the Spaz. I like the Spaz 12 when you pack punched it.
Mm.
I like the Spaz. I
Some
don't get it
Dragon's
a
Breath, I think.
lot. Yeah, I think Dragon's Breath. It's like the Spaz 24. I think when you pack punch it,
It's
something
one
like
of the few
that.
like easy to guess pack a punch names,
Yeah, yeah.
or it's probably because like
Um,
the spasmatic.
I would say yeah. I'd say the Spaz. I like the Spaz or like what were the shotguns? You
The
could when you pack.
HGK.
Yeah, you do well when you pack a punch. I am
I think
yawning
it's
a lot.
HGK.
I think it is because I wanted to say that for the HK earlier, but I was like, no, HGK sounds familiar, but I don't think that's what that was.
I can fuck with that. Dalton, you got anything that comes to mind whenever you think of something that no one else really picks it up in the box, but you see it and you're like, oh, dude, you should totally grab that.
From BO1?
Yes.
I mean, no, not really. I'm pretty much like bread and butter guy. Like I'm shooting for like 2, maybe 3 different weapons whenever I play BO1. But I don't play BO1 a lot, so. But like Galil is always one. Always go for the RPK.
Is there any
And
wall
then-
weapon you think doesn't get enough love then maybe?
Nah.
Hmm.
Okay, well, Drew.
Hey man, I ain't gonna knock it. See, mine is a wall purchase, I would say. Mine's gonna be the MP11 or MPO. MPO.
What?
I love the MPO, bitch. That's what.
Explain.
Oh, well, I really like playing 5, and the MPL is up at the top of the catwalk. And I've spent a
No,
lot
it's
of hours
not.
using the MPL.
Is it? No, the MPL is not on the top of the catwalk.
Or it's
Nope.
the MP5K at the top of that. MPL is up at the top. Of the,
Okay,
it's
all
up at
right.
the, yeah, but I love the MPL. I've used it as a nice little iron. It's just a little like oval top, a little iron stick, base
Yeah.
metal. It's just a clean little iron sight. It doesn't have a lot of ammo and shit, full granted, but Black Ops 1, what fucking does, dog? Like, you're gonna go grab an
That is
LMG
true.
to have any sort of like sustainability.
And that's why I chose HK.
And a lot of people play 5 and they grab the MP5K because it's upstairs from your running spot. I don't think the MPO gets a lot of fucking respect. I think it, honestly, like, you can grab it at the top of Kino as well, I'm pretty sure. Up at, like, what is it called? Like a viewing booth or whatever, where there's an extra little seating stage. First or top of Kino. Can't remember what all that shit is. I don't even know if there's a name to that. They probably named it in BO3. But yeah, I think the MPO. It's one of the few guns that I feel nobody really uses or talks about, but I think it's pretty neat.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, let's start the shit show, I guess.
What is that?
What are some things in BO1 you think were ass? Like you didn't like? Like you're
Can I
glad they
start it
either
off?
got rid of it or they never fixed it. So
Dalton.
made yeah, fuck it. Yeah, you obviously had something.
I know what he's gonna say.
Shangri-La.
All right. First off, you're a bitch. I want you to understand that. Did you have anything as like an actual thing, or do you think Shangri-La was that bad?
I don't think Shang was that bad. I don't like Shang though. What I will say is, I don't really like the monkeys on Ascension. It's one big thing.
Oh God, I fucked with it. So you think that was like the worst mechanic they introduced or thing they tried out?
No, I mean maybe not the worst. It's just one thing I really don't like.
I don't know. You just thinking it through. My bad.
So that's it.
Dang it, come on,
I'm trying to think, but
he's buffering. He's just not doing it out loud.
yeah.
Doing an internal monologue, trying to
Yeah,
hold
I would
shit
say
through.
that's pretty much it.
No, never mind. He circled back. That is the answer. Hey, well, it's not a bad pick. The monkeys on Ascension are just some stupid, irritating bullshit. Like I said, it's one of the biggest reasons I got my favorite map. If not the biggest reason, I should say it's the biggest reason that I got my least favorite map. I can understand. Draven, do you have anything from BO1 you were like, ah, dude, that sucks ass?
Well, I know I set it up earlier, but definitely fucking Moon Easter egg. I hate it. I love it and I hate it just for the RNG factor. I feel like that's just in general. The Easter eggs in BO1, they are cool in terms of like the story implications, but I think the steps themselves and the quests were just kind of eh. Like I like Brock and Gary's one. Like I like the story behind it, But one big thing that I think really tore down the Easter eggs in that game were like you can't do them solo. You have to have 4 people, if I'm correct, except for like Moon, you know.
Uh,
And maybe Call of Dead, but I know Shang you needed 4, right? Ascension you needed 4, or something like
I
that.
think you could. I think you could technically do Call of the Dead solo, but I'm not sure. You might not be able to.
I remember they had a lot of those mods for BO3 to go do those Easter eggs solo, you know, when they brought Chronicles over. But Easter egg quests are my big thing for that game. I didn't like them that much. I like the story implications behind everything, yes, but the quests themselves are bad. RNG weapons are a great weapon pool, but the ammos, like I guess you could say it was a damage scaling probably because like you ran out of ammo so fast. I hated that. But then again, that kind of influences you to go to the box more often, which is fine because you're always getting a cool weapon. But I would say those 2 things, and I mean, besides that, I don't think I can really think of anything that really like draws my opinion down on it, if that makes any sense. You know, I don't think there's anything out there where I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything really like that for BO1. I think BO1 is a great zombies experience, one of the best zombies experiences we've had, obviously, over the years. And yeah.
Okay. You give it overall pass. Not too many bad remarks.
No.
Damn. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I got a couple of bones to pick.
Go
Black
for
Ops.
it.
I fucking hate Nova Crawlers. Nova Crawlers are ass. I don't know why the fuck they did that. They're below head level. So I clear out a bunch of hordes and I'm zoomed in because my FOV is stuck at like fucking 12 or whatever the fuck it used to be back on the PS3. And I'm starting to get hit. I'm thinking it's invisible zombie because I'm dumb as shit. Next thing you know, I'm down. Or I do look down. I shoot this little bastard at my feet. He blows up into a dog shit cloud and then I'm fucking blind. They beat the hell out of me. I'm still down. Don't like Nova Crawlers. I think they were a terrible idea. They make me not want to turn on the power in Kino. I really hate the monkeys on Ascension too. Some of those just like side monster enemies, whatever that you want to call them, the like non-main zombies. I think they just sucked. Like I think the Moon Dude was ass. I don't really like him, the astronaut.
The Moon Dude.
Yeah, Moon
The only
Dude.
thing they did right with him was having like people off your friends list and shit
I was gonna say, yeah, that's
be
cool.
in the astronaut's name.
Yeah, and if they didn't have them, I think it gave you like some developer names or something. They gave you something cool every time. It was
Yeah.
awesome. You have 5. I think 5 honestly was one of the few maps I thought were pretty decent. And there's not really too much I'd complain about. I love the fucking mad scientist because he's not like some insanely powerful like one shot enemy. No, he might steal a weapon and run from you, and then you get like a Scooby Doo chase scene. I think it's kind of funny, especially if you didn't get your weapon stole or if you had one stole from you don't care about, and you just get to stand downstairs in the lab and watch your buddy like run through the teleporters after him. It's fucking hilarious. You go Call of the Dead. I fucking hate the water. Like I don't like that. I also don't like that little cave spot where zombies can come out of the ceiling. I think that sucks. Like, it's a terrible little, like some of their spawns. I guess I would say like spawn areas in some of the games, some of the maps. They're just
Mhm.
fucky. Like the mud pit in Shang, that's dog shit. I love Shang, but that mud pit's just a little fucked up area. You can't do shit with it really. You got to get through it. You can't hang out in it. You know what I mean? Like no matter what. Um, I think they had a good number of shit they could have worked on. I think they did improve. I think Black Ops 2 was the best zombies experience. After that, it gets shaky. The story goes to shit, but like gameplay wise, it only gets a little shaky. I actually really like some of the Black Ops 3 maps. I love Shadows of Evil, to be specific. Yeah, and Black Double Tap still being 1.0. I think they could have fixed that sooner. I think that was an obvious. You ain't got enough fucking ammo as is. Why the fuck are you just making it shoot faster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just make you run out of ammo faster.
I talk a lot of shit on it. I love Black Ops 1. It had way more good things than bad things, but I felt like we were missing some of the bad. I think it had some things in there that really could have been either avoided or fixed. Um, any other touching things while I was talking?
I mean, you hit the nail on all the things that are probably negatives about that game, or just things that just made the maps a little. I don't know if you want to call them annoying, but again, it goes back to what I was talking about earlier about how like maps are just kind of against you, which I like, and I think there's a way to balance that. Maybe not with, like you said, Nova crawlers, even though I don't think they're that bad. I'm pretty aware of like what's going on like in the game. Like I'm always looking around, like I'm always like looking at the floor and shit. So, like maybe just with PTSD, having looked down at crawlers, you know what I mean? You're like looking down all over the place and stuff. But I really can't think of anything either like that are really true negatives to Black Ops 1 Zombies. I mean, the maps are original, they're unique, they're different. I mean, you go from a German theater to a Russian cosmodrome um to fucking Shangri-La that obviously was rumored and confirmed to be on Mars, right? It's essentially in BO4. Um and then you have a fucking movie set in Siberia with celebrity actors and um which I do want to talk about that in a second because I think that's really important. Um, and then you have moon, like you're on a fucking moon. Like we went from possibly going to Paris, being the fourth DLC, to being on a moon, which I think is the best way they could have gone with that, personally. So
Okay. Hey, I can't knock that. What do you want to talk about Call of the Dead? Sure, we can slide off to that.
not
Didn't like
really,
the rest of the topics going anywhere.
not really about Call of the Dead, but like obviously Black Ops 1 was the first zombies experience to do this, and obviously it's like the only second zombies experience we've had, right, in the timeline. But I think what they did with Call of the Dead and like 5 was really cool, where that they had different crews and one being a celebrity, one being a historical crew too. I think that's very important. I think that's like fun to do, and I think it's something that they need to do with every game. They didn't do that with Cold War. They didn't do that with Black Ops 6, which I think is a big miss. I always think that Liberty Falls should have had like a celebrity crew, but then again, we're having operators,
It,
so
they had enough crossovers, bro. They had enough of them. Like they're
Yeah.
good.
They had enough what?
They had enough crossovers. They're good, honestly. Like
I don't want
they got
cross.
enough things in there.
I get that. I don't want crossovers, but like I just want like I like celebrity crews. Like we had that for Mom of the Dead, right?
They
We
get
had
Nicki
that for
Minaj
Shadow.
to do a couple more voice lines for a fucking zombies map.
For real. They had that for Shadows of Evil, Black Ops 4's Dead of the Night. I like celebrity crews like when they're just specific to that map. I think that's cool. I think that brings a little bit of like extra like spice to the game, especially when you do a map like 5 where you have like historical figures like fucking Fidel Castro and John F. Kennedy. Yeah, I think that's important. I think that's really cool. I think that shakes up the dialogue and the maybe the not the aesthetic, but like the feel of the map, maybe you could say, because you go from playing these crew like these types of characters to this whole different type of crew characters, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So
Uh-huh.
I think that's one thing that we haven't had in a long time that we need to bring back is a celebrity casting crew for like a map. Just a specific map.
That's true. I think so.
All right. I could see it. I don't know what they would do, but I could see them having some fun with it. You can bring just about anybody you want. Slap me in the face with the basics. Give me Kevin Hart, The Rock, fucking
Could
Tom
you
Holland,
imagine?
and Zendaya. Just give me the basics. 3 women or 3 men, 1 woman. Just hit me with all the number one top picks right now.
And I like what
Or
they
you
did
sh-
with Call of the Dead because they had characters that kind of fit that genre of like horror slash like undead, like George Romero, Michael Rooker, Robert Englund, like those type of character, like Danny Trejo, like those guys are like awesome and perfect for that type of stuff.
We're going into the dark ether. You might see him again. A couple of them.
We might. I mean, I wouldn't mind if we just got hints or like teases to like these characters that were seemingly thrown into the dark ether after everything happened. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be neat.
I like to see Victus.
I would love to see a hint. Maybe just give us a random ass bunker like in a map. Like it doesn't have to like the one from Nuketown, but just a bunker, and you just knock on it, and it's just Marlton just pissed as fuck. Like how did I end up back in this fucking thing? You know what I mean, or something like that. It's gonna be
Again?
hilarious.
A fucking again?
Yeah, where's Misty at? I need her. I'm scared. Seeing stuff like that's
There's
really
no
good.
lotion and I'm tired. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I'd like it. Good a callback. Which that's all they have right now. So fuck.
Yeah, I might as well
That's-
lean on it.
Call of Duty's been running on fucking callbacks since Black Ops 3.
They really have.
So sad.
It
They
is.
made their own thing with the chaos a little bit, but they just couldn't leave those little breadcrumbs alone. They still had to have maxes. Just had to pull on a little bit. That way they still had those opportunities. Be like, oh, they're all back. Look at that. Oh, fuck. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I can feel you. Something along those lines. They did them pretty well back then. I can't deny that they had their own like, feel to them. Like even quoting just the intro from 5, like you know where it's from almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You go, someone's breaking in. Like you know what the fuck was going. Or more beans for the chowder. Like it all comes from the same place.
Exactly.
There's only one place you hear it from. The place is awesome. And it's Black Ops 1, motherfucker.
Black Ops 1 is one of the better zombies experiences we've had, though, hands down. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think it is. I think it's definitely aesthetically
It's
great.
third.
Okay, what's your top 2 then? Oh, I know. I already know. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Number 2
with
is
the career.
Black Ops 3. And number 1 is Black Ops 2. It's as simple as it is. Black Ops 3 was better than Black Ops 1 in my opinion. Black Ops 1 has a lot of fun shit, but it's very dull. Like, even the color scheme is like very dumbed down. It's brown and dark green and gray. Like it's not made to be visually appealing as much as it is to like make you feel that like dreary atmosphere. And then I think Black Ops 3 went too much in the opposite direction. Felt a little like cartoony and fictional, which I get it, it's fiction. But I still liked it when it was like Black Ops 1 and it was all just like, man, I'm a Marine and like I know how to shoot a thing in the head. Like fuck, I'll shoot it in the head. Fuck, let's see how far we can make it. Let's try to survive this. I like that atmosphere more.
Okay.
But I think Black Ops 3 holds it just in general from like gameplay and otherwise aspects. And then Black Ops 2. I think it's got the best out of everything. Whole combined shebang.
Interesting. I know we've definitely talked about that before a couple times, so.
I mean, there's not a lot of good options in my opinion. I mean, I know y'all don't mind like Dalton actually loves Infinite. I know y'all don't mind certain things about Advanced Exo Zombies.
I don't like anything from Advanced Warfare.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was
Ain't
Dalton that
shit.
didn't mind
It
something.
ain't nothing. It needs
Hell
to be
no.
burned in a fire and then lit
Not
on
one of y'all
fire
like Burger
again.
Town or something.
No. Maybe the mascot coming to life, but like
Yeah.
that's it. The
Hey,
crew was
I-
semi cool. I like John Bernthal and John Malkovich in a zombies game. I like that a lot. Kevin
Kevin
is it-
Spacey?
No, what's his name? Well, he was in he was in the campaign. That's why I think of him. What's his name? Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell being in zombies was cool too. I like Bruce Campbell a lot.
Kevin Bacon.
He might. You never know. One day. But well, I mean, they're not doing crossovers anymore after this game, apparently. So we'll see. Well, not
I hope so.
crossovers that don't relate to the overall aesthetic of the game. So they're gonna be.
Everybody
There's gonna
starts
be.
selling out and doing Jarhead and selling out to just directly to the U.S. Army.
Yeah, dude. Marines actually. Sorry. I don't know.
USMC fucking logo on everything.
Yeah.
Hoorah. I don't know if I don't know if there's too many things I could do
What do you mean?
like that are army related that I could see like being implemented. You know what I mean? Like if you just ever like, what are some army things? Like I'd
You
go to
mean,
like
like-
Old West people and shit. Like I don't know what I'd slide to if they're like gonna still do skins and shit.
Yeah.
I mean maybe like some action movies.
Yeah, that's what
like
they
some
did
Old
for.
West memorabilia, shit like that.
That's what they did for Cold War. Like they had like skins like Rambo. Like that makes sense. That's the same time era. You know what I mean? That time frame. I think that makes sense. Like that's okay to have. I feel like, but like when you start throwing in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Nicki Minaj is when it's like, all right, like what is this game even about?
Hey. Watch your mouth. I loved Nicki Minaj.
That's his queen.
Yeah, you should go buy the bundle.
I was really hoping for Cardi B, but we get what we can get, right, boys?
Hey,
No,
yo,
he's holding
yo.
out.
You get what you get. You don't pitch a fit.
Maybe a little sexy red, you know?
Mm. Nah.
Jeez.
All right. Well, Drew,
Hey,
you got
man,
you got anything else?
Oh yeah. Kind of back on a little bit of earlier topic, back to weapons a bit. What do you think had like the best upgrade in Black Ops One when you pack a punched it? What weapon do you think got like the most benefit out of being pack a punched?
Well,
We'll leave that as an open topic. I know it's probably a little bit of a thinker for a second.
I've got a couple off the top of my head.
All right.
When you pack a punch, now correct me if I'm wrong. If you pack a punch the crossbow, it became a monkey bomb, right? Or was
Yes.
it just an explosive tip?
It became a monkey bomb.
So
I thought
the
it was
cross
all explosive tip.
It became an atomic or the Newtonian atomator or some stupid shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'd have to say the crossbow, the ballistic knife, because you can revive your buddies. Is it worth having? Probably not, but just still cool and like something like that. And then I would say I would really like the Skull Crusher. Just having that nuke tube, like Drew said earlier, was really cool. So those are mine. Those are the three that I can come off the top of my head. I might have more later on, but we'll see.
Yeah, the crossbow and the ballistic knives are pretty cool. Those are the ones that like stick out to me.
Yeah, back
And
when
then Thunder Gun.
back when like
Just more
when you
ammo.
pack
Yeah.
punch weapons, back when you pack punch weapons actually had like something cool to them, not just like it has a damage buff.
Yeah. Still think Black Ops 2 did it better.
I think when you pack punch the AUG as well, you got that skeleton key attachment.
Yep.
Shotgun, that
Under
was
the
cool.
master key.
Yeah. That was cool.
Might have been called the skeleton key. It might have been.
I think
it was under the master key.
I know that's what they call it in Rainbow Six Siege.
I think it's called the master key because it's made it like shoot out locks on doors or some shit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can understand all those. Those are still good picks. I do like the. I initially was leaning toward a couple of them. One of them was the ballistic knife. I completely forgot about the crossbow, honestly. As soon as you mentioned it, I remembered it. People use it for high rounds on like 5 and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It does do monkey bomb. I'm surprised nobody mentioned the 1911. That was up there for me.
Yeah, but
obvious.
I think it's a given though.
I mean, yeah, I just said, what do you think gets the most bang for its buck out of the pack punch?
Oh, well, then, yeah,
you
then,
can't
yeah.
fucking tell me the goddamn 1911 doesn't.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That thing's a fucking monster when you pack a punch it, even into a later round. It's one of the most damaging weapons you can get. It is pretty funny that they gave you the starter weapon, and if you thought to hold on to it long enough, it became one of the better things.
Exactly.
I think both of the starting room weapons, more the Olympia than the M14. Both of them get a really good buff. The AUG, for some fucking reason, becomes really nasty when you pack a punch it. I don't know if that bitch has like a higher headshot multiplier or something, but I swear it fucking feels like it does. The sight on it's dog shit, but
It might be what it is. 'Cause, I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like every gun just feels the same in Black Ops almost. Like they look different, they act different in some way, shape, or form. If they have like the skeleton key or the skull or the the M203 or 302 whatever at the end. But like I think they all just do the same almost. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe
I
it's
mean,
damage.
I beg to differ. I mean, you get like, don't get me wrong, it's god awful, but it like compared to the China Lake, gets a pretty good buff.
Does it though? Or are you just saying that?
Dude, like, you gotta think, bro. It could have just had a bigger explosion, but now it's a contact. That's pretty good, you know what
How
I'm
do,
saying?
how do we make this better? I got an idea.
Like, it deals okay damage. It's nothing crazy, but like it deals okay damage. Um, I don't know how it stacks up to the Mustang and Sally, but it probably deals about the same as one shot of Mustang and Sally, maybe a bit more. You could just rapid fire the fucking Mustang and Sally as dual wield fucking semi-autos.
Yeah.
I think that's up there. I think those would be my better picks. Probably leaning more toward the Hades and the 1911. Two more basic picks, but I feel like they get real big fucking upgrades comparatively to a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
All right. Now, opposite side of things, what do you think ain't worth a fuck to pack a punch? Like, if you get it, you're not gonna pack it. It don't fucking matter. You might pick it up for points,
PM63
but like,
MPL.
ooh, MPL, you're a piece of shit. Hope you get beat
I was
over
gonna
the head
say
with a broom.
MPL too.
Yeah.
I hope
or
both
the
of you get boiled. Go ahead, you shit talkers.
Dude, you're not gonna make you pass like the first 2 seconds of the round if you back punch it in later rounds.
No, that's not true. I've used it. How
I
late are we
want you.
talking?
What do you mean? I think you
How
could
late are we
consider
talking?
15, 20. I mean, like I feel like you're
No,
running
no,
out of
you
ammo.
can shred 15, 20, bro.
Okay, let's play.
20, I don't know if you'll make it the whole round.
Come over to the apartment right now. Let's play.
We could do it.
I want to see you. I want to see you pack punch the MPL, and I want you to watch you use that like
We
forever.
will, and I'll show you how to kill the professor the first couple of times he comes through. I'll
The
teach
professor, you're hilarious.
you. The scientist, whatever you want to call him.
The Pentagon thief,
Pentagon thief.
Yuri.
Hey man, you can call him whatever
This guy-
you want. He's
this guy's
little
a zombies
bitch, and I'm
player.
gonna kill him. I'm a lore person at that.
that is big on lore. You're not a professor.
Yeah. A dog. He's just a fucking bitch, is
Professor
what he is to me.
Nutsack.
I don't show
Yeah.
him any respect. Y'all can give him all the little.
I don't
credit
give him any
credentials
no
y'all
fucking
want.
respect. That's why I don't call him by his
Like
first name.
Samantha's that little bitch. That's all she is to me. She's not a fucking wizard or whatever the fuck she is in the dark ether. She's a
Wizard.
piece of shit. And I'm glad she disappeared in the dust, and she's definitely gonna come back. And I'm gonna be so fucking pissed when she does.
She did come back in Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops.
She's gonna come back again. The fucking robot was like, she disappeared into the ether. Like, yeah, suck my dick, bitch. Don't fucking give me that, dude. That's the dumbest excuse you've given me, dude. That's how everything's disappeared. And look where it's at. It's
You
right
don't-
at our feet.
you
It
don't
just
s-
came back.
You don't see them die on camera. They didn't die.
Bro, even when they're down on camera, you know how many times we've seen fucking Dr. Monty get shot, stabbed, eaten, bitten, punched? Like he's always sitting there.
Fair enough.
He comes back, he dies again, he comes back. We saw his head off, he dies again. We've
He's
seen
always there.
Richtofen get murdered 3 times.
It's
Or
like
twice on camera.
It's like Chucky, where they keep throwing the doll away, and he just keeps. He's like, "What's up, man?"
He just keeps showing up, child's play. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know, man. But yeah, so something that ain't worth pack a punching. You pieces of shit is not the MPO. I disagree.
Something that
wholeheartedly.
ain't worth the fuck.
That I wouldn't pack a punch at least. Like the China Lake. Fuck me. Y'all went and shot at the MPO for no fucking reason. It's just
I'm
sitting
gonna
there.
piss you off. Grind your gears.
I think the I don't really like single fire weapons, so I'll probably have to go the M14 too.
Hey yo.
Okay. I don't remember what it becomes back up. Draven, quick, what's the back punch name for the M14?
I don't know that one. There's only certain ones that I know that I use all the time,
probably-
like the glue
Probably
and
some shit like the Emancipator.
or the M16. It's something that starts with an
Um,
M.
It is the I can't say that.
Is it a bad word?
No.
Probably just difficult as hell to say.
Manesia?
Amnesia?
Manesia? Okay, but is it play on the word amnesia referring to the
Yeah,
character?
I was about to
Taki
say it's
Yamasaki?
probably. Wait, what? Why is word amnesia referring to Takio?
I don't know.
Don't they all have amnesia?
Technically, is.
Maybe just because that word was slightly Asian-esque
Maybe.
with the "zhe." I have no idea. No, I think Google AI got that one wrong, buddy.
Probably.
Maybe not, but I think so. Okay. All right. I can. Well, you got anything else?
Mm-mm.
MPL, M14.
Yeah, no,
Really
that's
hating
about
on
it.
really hating on M's.
Let's keep it going.
Damn.
What about you, Drew?
Fucking savages out here, dude.
What about you?
I think
Well,
the G11 sucks. I don't think I ever pack punched the
I
G11.
think that's
I don't
gonna
think it's worth
suck.
the
Yeah.
points.
Pack punch is weird too. Or reload. Reload's weird. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's a front loader, like a fucking staple
yeah,
gun almost.
yeah. You have to turn the cog on the side. Like what the
Yeah, it's
fuck?
got a. I don't know what it'd be considered, like a mag feeder that you just like slide onto the front end.
I
It looks like
don't
you're loading a staple gun almost,
I don't
or a
even want
nail
to
gun.
know. It ain't
But yeah,
that
it's goofy
important.
as fuck. I don't really understand it. Um, Never liked it. China Lake, obviously. If I even pick up the China Lake, I might shoot it once while I'm waiting on the box to spin again.
Or just you might as well just go ahead and shoot yourself.
Yeah, dude, that thing's never getting pack punch. Personal taste. I'm not pack punching the ray gun. It's not being in my hand that long. I'm not gonna waste 5,000 points either on especially Black Ops One. There's no
Hmm.
way in hell. If it's not necessary, I'm not taking it. Like unless I'm doing the Call of the Dead step and you just need the firepower,
Mm-hmm.
not fucking doing it. Along those lines, I'm not pack a punching the VR11. I don't think there's a point. You even have to pack a punch it for the fucking Easter egg.
Well, the VR11.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to pack a punch it. Correct us if I'm wrong. I don't think you have to pack punch it.
I think there are a bunch of decent options for shit you want to pack punch. Like honestly, I want pack punch the ballistic knife even for the long distance revive.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things that are cool, but is it useful? No.
Like I see myself pack punching Olympia if I got like 20,000 points. I'm like round 30 or so Kino. I pack a punch random shit. I've never once picked up the ballistic knife and been like, I might as well do it. Fuck no. There's no point.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, what else do you have for us today?
I got you. I got you. How long are you wanting to go? I can always.
We're about an hour and 10 in. Honestly, there is no time limit really on this thing, as we all
We'll
know.
do one or two more, and we'll just wrap it up with how we all feel about Black Ops One. Give our own
Okay.
little overview of the game. Sound good?
I like it. I like it.
All right. Hell yeah. You either of you have a certain moment, whether it be like lore wise or a moment that you had playing the game that really stands out to y'all, make sure you think about it and you immediately think Black Ops One as like a whole, or vice versa. When you think of Black Ops One, you think of that.
So like you're saying you say like the first thing that comes to our mind when we think about Black Ops in general.
Black Ops One specifically, yeah, like a moment, a piece of lore, a map, fuck, a gun. What like symbolizes Black Ops One to you?
Mm, the first thing that comes to my head in Black Ops One is probably Thunder Gun. Like one of the first things, like one of the most iconic, memorable wonder weapons on one of the most iconic, memorable maps. I think like that, are like those first few things that come to my mind when I think of that, or like unique enemy types. Definitely are a big one. You know what I mean? Because we definitely had like a lot of unique enemy types in that experience as well.
Fuck with that.
When I think of BO1, I think about blowing up the Earth.
The Earth.
Mm. Straight to the moon Easter egg. I mean, is it like did you do that a bunch or why does that stick out to you?
Because we blew up the fucking Earth.
Okay, man. I was just wondering why the fuck it was personal.
Well,
Okay,
and I mean,
I'm
like,
sorry.
it takes a little bit to like fully, like, go for full circle with what it means, but then until we get BO2, and then we're like, oh, this is probably after or right when the fucking little pew pews hit.
Little Meshuggahs.
Little pew pews.
I can understand that. Okay. So you think of the moon Easter egg, Earth blowing up. Draven, you think of the Thunder Gun and Kino
Mm-hmm.
and unique boss type or zombie types, crawlers, bosses, shit like that. Yeah. I think Black Ops 1 really, I just think of the story. I think of the 4 people. It always brings me to thinking about Nikolai, Takio, Tank, Richtoft's bitch ass.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like that's where you find out like the most about them. I mean, obviously early on, but just like in general, up until Black Ops 3. And I don't think Black Ops 3 gives them like as much credit as they should have had. Like you get your moments with them, but you don't get like what they did up until that moment. You know what I mean?
I also
You just
think
get little
that
hints.
like lore is also like big in this game. Like lore in
Mm-hmm.
this was really good. Like story wise, like you say, you think, and I agree with you that you could end the zombie story at Moon, and you don't need to continue it after that point. There's no there's no need for a continuation. You can, but obviously they did. But is it like necessary? Not really.
Yeah, I mean that's just it's one of the few things where like I think that's how a sequel should be. You should always be able to end the story right there. You if you have to leave a cliffhanger off of something so big, I don't think it should have been done that way. 'Cause you can leave a cliffhanger off of a map, but not like a whole story. You know, that's like chapters. That's the end of the book should be a good ending, just in case there is no continuation. Like the story dies, or the dude who makes that story is no longer part of it, and they change direction like we did.
Mm-hmm.
You should always be able to cut shit clean. I think they did great with that up until the end of Black Ops 3. I didn't really like the way it ended, or the leading up to it, but especially the ending. The ending of it was just being like, hell yeah, wait for the next part.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. They definitely need to keep it semi like open ended, but like to where it can be satisfied there. You don't need to go any further.
I mean, it also feels like you can't just pick up the newest game. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah,
you could in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I mean, World at War was the start, so they don't really count. Like, you can't really, like, Black Ops 3, you kinda could. I mean, I wouldn't have recommended it if you're trying to get into the fucking story, but, like, you could weasel your way in there and be like, oh, okay, this is what these 4 dudes are about. Like, they're basic enough characters. This is an entirely different fucking timeline and story, so, I mean, you can kind of knock in right there and really not miss out on shit.
okay.
I think past that, you're kind of fucked. Like I'm lost in Black Ops 6 like story quotes half the time,
Mhm.
and that's because I didn't touch the Chaos storyline, and I know a lot about where this shit started.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Alright, well, is that you said you had 2 more, so, like, 1 more?
yeah. Y'all have anything in particular that y'all just kind of miss about those older games? Black Ops 1 in particular, I guess, but I guess anything in the older ones, like pace of it, the struggle, the just the atmosphere in general, character design, simplicity of story, like what's the big thing you feel like was like the defining factor of the genre that you miss out
I wouldn't say defining factor of the genre, but um, dialogue and how like kind of light-hearted it was, but also gave you like some story implications as well. I think they nailed that right on the head. The only reason, like I said, I put IW above it is just because I glaze IW. So
Hey,
Someone's
yeah.
got
but
to
I
do
think
it, bro.
I was gonna say I think BO1 is really good dialogue wise, and I think that if it didn't have the dialogue, I don't think it would be as good. Not nearly as good, honestly.
I mean, yeah, no, I can feel that. BO1, especially not getting into like all the little like lore bits with like ciphers and side radios and shit. Most of your entertainment came from shooting the zombies and just listening to the people bicker like between the characters. So that was like 80% of what you got. And the other 20% was like blowing shit up. Occasionally getting jump scared by some shit coming around the fucking corner a little too quickly for your liking. All right. Draven, you got anything that's you felt it's kind of missing? Bigger point.
You guys hit the nail on everything. Uh, aesthetic, story, dialogue. I think a big thing is scenery and like uniqueness when we have these maps. Like, yeah, we called a lot of these maps facilities, but they didn't feel like facilities. Kino did not feel like a facility. It felt like you were actually in a theater, give or take. You just really had like some canisters and a teleporter in there. You know what I mean? And um, mm, it's something that we're missing a lot now. I mean, like you go to Shangri-La, that's a pair. That's not what's not that one's not a facility, but like Call of the Dead is supposed to be a facility. Doesn't look like it. It looks good. It looks cool. Same thing with Ascension. Ascension's meant to be a Russian Cosmodrome. It's what it's the aesthetic. It fits. Same thing with Moon. You know what I mean? They took great leaps that I wish they took more often like that. And I wish when they when you can take each map and separate it to make it its own thing, to make it feel like you're playing a different game, you're playing a different experience, and that's something that I wish we had more often.
I can fuck with that. Just you had like a certain emotion, like coming into a map, you could kind of like even with the startup music, you kind of feel what you're getting into.
Yeah, no,
Like it,
you know what it's about to be.
yeah, it had that like brutal honesty to it almost. There wasn't a lot of sugarcoating it with like lighting effect or like cool atmosphere. It was all about like, dude, bad situation we're in. We're gonna see if we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I get you. Personally, I think that the biggest thing they just need to get rid of all the characters. They need to take it back to just like 8 tops. Don't have like fucking 15 that you're trying to balance out and like give little quips to and be like, hey, here's a cool little like thing that you could nah, dude, fuck all that. I don't want to see like a fucking like the Rat King fucking Easter egg and shit like that. Like just keep it simple. Just dumb it down. Bring it back to where you're focusing on one clean story. You can have little extra things. I'm not saying like kill it all, but bring it back to where you're focusing like just give me the simple core element. Build from there. Don't try to make everything at once and try to make it all coalesce. Build that core. You need to. I would personally, I would just make it the 4 people that you're gonna do. I know they're gonna do the 8 because you technically got the whatever the fuck they're gonna call this new Ultimus premise coalescence of the original 4. I don't know if they have a name yet because I don't keep in touch with shit like that.
Seventh cousins.
The 7th cousins. It's got a ring to it. I ain't gonna bullshit. It might be my name for him, dog. You might have just gave me one.
Oh God.
So you got the 7th cousins and the special needs crew, and they're both gonna fight it out in the fucking dark ether with whatever I guess is going on in there. I guess more like ether demigods or whatever the hell the Forsaken was considered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just too much. Like the original games, Black Ops 1, you had 4 people. It touched a little bit on Maxis and some of the other scientists. You got those in radios. But like if you played Black Ops 1 and weren't like a hella nerd about it like we are at this point, you just heard like the things they said to each other, and they were mostly like funny, lighthearted things that gave you a feel for that character. And by the end of it, even without looking at it, you knew what they all were all about. Like even if it was just the stereotype of them. Like, oh, dude, Takio's Japanese as hell. He probably loves swords and is loyal as fuck to his country. Guess what? You got him. Nailed him. Dead on the head. Tank Dempsey. He's probably just a rough and tumble fucking Marine. Look at that. He's dumb as a box of rocks. You got him. Nailed him right on the head. Fucking drunk Russian dude. Probably violent as fuck. Got him. Dead. German scheming dude. Probably a little bit of a sly fox. Richtofen to a T. Like, you don't need to play you could have just played Kino and got the feel for all those characters. Like, you don't need to know the story. That you just built from there, and it became one of the best things that they ever made. Honestly, I would have taken a straight up book. Like, if you make like a long form book, or if they ever did a professional movie,
Mm-hmm.
I would take the chance on reading or watching that. Spend the money on it. But when you do all this extra shit, like the fucking MCU of zombies, dude, I'm not really interested. It's not the thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You make a lot of good points. It was simplistic in its own way, but it was also complex and like unique where it needed to be, like where it had to be with the maps and the character dialogue and stuff like that. But it was simple in its own way. So I think like you said, you want to kind of close off with like our final opinions of Black Ops 1, and I can say that like Black Ops 1's a top 3 zombies experience for me. It's like it's up there. It's one of the best. It has its flaws like every other zombies experience does. You know, it has its share of good and bad maps, average maps, okay maps, right, etc. But I think at the end of the day, it's a good zombies experience that I feel like has a really good formula and I think worked really well. And I think that they need to definitely take elements from and bring back into future games and stuff like that. Take inspiration off of maybe even, and it definitely goes down as one of the most memorable, definitely one of the most nostalgic like zombies experiences out there because that's where a lot of people started. If it wasn't for World War, they started off in Black Ops 1, right? So Black Ops 1 definitely left its fucking footprint in zombies, and I think most people would put it like in their top 3 zombies experiences of all time. So for me, I'm the same way. I'm putting it up there, top 3. I can't really put it in a spot, really. Maybe 3, probably, honestly, too. But like, yeah, it's for me, it's goated. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah, it's all right. Ain't too bad.
Yeah.
7 out of 10, not bad. Would do again.
I think it did a really good job of building off of World at War, and then like kind of forming zombies more into like kind of what it's become now. But like my opinion on like some of the earlier games, especially like what we get now, um, the newer games may lack on some stuff, but like overall has more stuff, has more features. So um, I feel like the older games get held on a little bit of a pedestal, but that's not saying it isn't great. But I wouldn't put it up there with top 3.
Ooh,
You
If
would?
you had to go, maybe no.
Ooh.
where are you putting it
IW,
then?
BO3, and
That's right, IW.
probably BO2.
Okay.
BO1 the next one, I'm guessing? Or no, didn't even make the top 4.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
What would contend with it?
BO4.
Damn, really?
I think so.
Okay.
I like BO4.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
man.
about to say I've been recently playing it and stuff. It's good. It's just kind of, but it's also like how I think about it is, it's a old game comparing it to, a game that's almost 10 years older than it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's leaps and bounds better in some categories that we, now take for granted. Like a game should play smooth and should do this and should do that. So I don't know, but I'd say it's probably a top 5 experience all the time. I can leave it there, but I can't do top 3.
Damn.
Interesting.
You know, I ain't gonna disagree as much as I'm gonna just tell you you're right. But, to each their own. I ain't gonna knock it. You poor bastard.
All right, well, Drew.
I had to give it to you that it isn't the best. Black Ops
Yeah.
1 has its kinks. Specifically, the perks weren't really all there. The wonder weapons were starting to get there toward the end to like fun things that were different. Don't get me wrong, the Thunder Gun, like when it first came out, the fucking bee's knees, the granny tits, it was everything you could want. But they also spit out the Winter's Howl at the same time, and that's like the worst weapon, wonder weapon in Call of Duty history. So, they were up and down hard as fuck. Obviously, Shangri-La is divisive as hell. Then you get to like Call of the Dead, same problem. You either fucking love or you hate it for the most part. Not a lot of people are like, I can take it. You either like really hate most of the aspects of some of those maps. You really like them. 5 up there is one of my favorite maps, and I think most people think it's dog shit. Kino is well loved though, so it's just all a balancing act. I think it's perfect middle range for like, if you like Call of Duty Zombies, you'll like something about Black Ops 1. Like even if you just like the newer games, give the old ones a chance, and like Black Ops 1 it'll give you some interesting moments. Like I wouldn't say it's something that everybody would dump hundreds of hours into like we did, but a good like 15, 20 easily. If nothing else, that's like 4 or 5 a map. And if nothing, you just find one map you really like, dude, that's 50, 60, 100 plus hours just gone. It does have like a weird aspect, like Dalton was talking about, where like the older we get, the more it becomes like a challenge on how we felt at the time rather than how that game was, if that makes sense. Y'all know what I mean?
Let nostalgia cloud a lot of judgment.
I want to say nostalgia, but I think nostalgia gets like overused as a term. I want to say more like we use video games as an escape, and I think it was a better escape when we were little, because there were less like real impending problems. Like a lot of our issues were just like social issues or just like schoolwork or something. Nothing that was really big. Like we were gonna make it through even if we just drug our ass. But nowadays it's like, bro, I gotta pay bills. Like you can't drag your ass through that, bro. You got to get the fuck up, go to work, do your dues. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I need a COD game that makes me not think about my taxes.
That one's gonna come with a big ass bottle of tequila. And it's not
wouldn't
gonna be a
mind.
Call of Duty. It's just gonna be like a 30-hour movie.
In the pre-order bonus.
Yeah, bro. Ready for Death Stranding 3 Call of Duty. You, I don't know. Black Ops 1, I think I had some of the best and some of the worst. It and Black Ops 2, obviously. I think World at War just had like a good middle ground. There was nothing I could argue that was really bad in World at War, other than I guess the Wonderwolf glitching, which was dog shit. Black Ops 2, solid complaints there, like a fucking lot, and then Onward it gets worse. So I give Black Ops 1 like a good 8.5, 9 out of 10 every day.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that just kind of naturally brings us to a close on today's topic.
It does.
Black Ops
1.
1, yeah, it's something that
Wow.
we're inevitably going to talk like another 20 or 30 hours on collectively, like as long as this podcast goes on. I don't know if we would ever stop doing this. I don't know if we had ever talked about it, but we might dive into like other things at some point. I imagine we would want to shake up what we talk about occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not getting rid of this, but just doing something else and just making it like something be bi-weekly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Well, I was
Zombies.
thinking, I mean, even just playing, like I will say from the start of the podcast to now, like I used to not give a fuck about Ascension. Now it's up there with one of my favorite casual maps played.
Hell yeah.
It's so opinions are changing and doing stuff like that. So I always feel like we could talk about pretty much whatever as long as we just keep playing zombies.
Yeah, I mean it's always a good thing to talk about with y'all. I don't think I've ever had like a time where I've sat down and we've had a discussion and I haven't either had to actually think about at least a couple of answers or learn something completely new that I either thought was something different or just had no fucking clue was even a part of the game.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Well,
I was about to say I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate everybody who stuck around this long to listen. I know we have some gaps of communication where we're a little fuddled up, jumbled,
it's gonna
but
happen.
we appreciate everybody coming out, listening to it. We're going to be back at it again next week. I hope everybody shows back up Monday. And this was round 17 with your boys. Hope y'all had a good one.